Welcome to Desmond's Donders. Let's head off on a Donder.
Hello and welcome to our Christmas COVID calamity. Why are we calling it that? Well, the whole thing's a calamity. I know many people are a lot worse off than we are, but because of the changes that the government made at the very last minute, and the fact that somehow the science says that we've gone from tier 1 to tier 4 at midnight on Christmas night, we're cutting short our journey and changed our plans completely. So we've been at Grantown on Spey, which was the first part of our planned trip, but instead of carrying on with that, we've come back up to Lochindorb, not far away, having a couple of 3 nights there. It's one of our favourite spots, and so we thought we'd go there as they're going to lock us in again for 3 weeks this time. Apparently the virus is so virulent in its latest variant that a 3-week lockdown will do what a 3-month one didn't do at the start of all this. So perhaps that's because they're calling it tier 4 now. Anyway, on with the videos. We'll show you Grantown on Spey and we'll show you Lochindorb. We've seen Lochindorb again, but I've got some brand new footage, never shown before, taken on this trip. That will come in whichever video it is, because guess what? I don't know how much video I've got, I don't know whether it's usable. The whole trip might be one video, or it might be 4. Who knows? I'll have a look at it when we get home and decide.
Diary, 20th December, Lochindorb. Because of the new rules and advice, we have decided to change our plans and head for some of our favourite spots. Lochindorb is not far from where we are at Grantown on Spey, so we headed off after breakfast and on arrival found our usual spot full. One alternative was very muddy and churned up, so we drove to the end of the road and turned around. Most places and a lot of passing places were full of cars. We turned around and by the time that we got back to our favourite spot, it had emptied. We got parked up in the perfect spot to see any northern lights and the famed conjunction which we've seen previously. We just need to get rid of the clouds. We went out to video and Lindsay photographed, then back inside for a warming cuppa and to warm up and relax. Listening to the radio but avoiding the news. Lots of tea was the order of the day. (21st of December 2020, Lochindorb. Not a bad day weather-wise here for the solstice. No chance of a sunrise or sunset due to the cloud, but we did see the stars later in the day as the sky cleared after dark. We were able to get out and about, and I managed to fly the drone and I get to go around the castle. The weather was nice enough for that. Lindsay walked out, but photo opportunities were few as it was getting dark and overcast. We watched the video and photos we had taken, then settled down to an evening watching video before heading off to bed. The solstice did not bring much light, but we can look forward to longer days. 22nd of December 2020, Lochindorb. We had a quiet day in the van due to the cold wind. We just relaxed and read our books while we watched the world go by, and a fair bit of it seemed to be on the Lochside Road. I managed out for a little bit of video, but it was too cold to stay out for long. Lindsay stayed in the warm. We watched some videos after dark and prepared for tomorrow, a moving day.
We've moved from Grantown on Spey because we can't do what we wanted for the full trip. We're here at Lochindorb, watching the sun go down over the castle. Why are we here? Because midnight, Christmas Day, we have to be home. So we're grabbing a couple of favourite places before heading for home. The weather's good tomorrow. We'll get a flight over there with the drone, and if it's not, we'll bird watch and listen to the radio. I'm shooting a time lapse on the other camera. I hope it comes out. We'll no doubt see later in the video, or if you don't see a time lapse, you know it didn't work. There's a familiar sight of the far shore of Lochindorb. I'm sure we'll be back here many a time, but for now it's one of the last places we'll visit before we go into lockdown again. They're not calling it lockdown now they're calling it Tier 4. A shot of the moon, but not really testing either the autofocus or the zoom, because just round the corner it's sunset. Let's test. That didn't work. Sunset at Lochindorb. And the moon, high in the sky.
Thank you for watching this week's Desmond's Donders. Please take nothing but memories, leave nothing that tracks. We hope you enjoyed it and you'll join us next time. In the meantime, please think about subscribing.